What's up, everybody? It's Andrew. We are back with another video. This one's a little different. Many of you in the comments and or in my direct messages on social media have asked for what is it like for a lesson experience, either here at Turbo or just in general. What should you expect? What should you be getting out of it? So today, with the help of one of the newest coaches at TurboTech, Eric Kraus, come on in, buddy. He is going to help me coach one of both of us have coached him, but as you've seen him in other videos, Edgar's come on in. There we go. We got Ed, we got Eric. And so this video format is going to be a little different than anything else you've seen. Eric is actually going to go through a short lesson with Edgar, and I'm going to be giving some feedback and explain to you guys what's really happening and why Eric might be working the direction one way and why Edgar is working on something in particular. So I guess where we'll start, Eric, when you first start working with somebody, what's like the first thing you're doing?
The first thing I always look for is direction.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing, because everybody wants to talk about timing, rev rate, and all that stuff. And if we don't have good direction, none of it really matters, right?
Yeah.
That's always the first thing we're always working on that in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. And with direction, all these things that he's talking about, timing, swing plane, I mean, all these high-end things that people talk about come together for good direction. And so when we're dialing Ed in here, we're going to be looking for a number of different things. But like Eric said, the first thing we're generally looking for is release point, release direction. How does the bowl look as a whole?
Yep.
All right, let's see it. So Edgar, you're going to get warmed up. We're going to be watching. Eric's going to be taking some video, analyzing that video with you a little bit, explaining what's going right, what's going wrong, and then, any questions, fire away.
All right, let's see how bad it is.
It's kind of like you're at a doctor's visit, dude.
There you go.
You got to be like painfully optimistic.
There we go. See what we can do.
For me personally, when I'm coaching, those first few shots, I really don't care about. Like, for your first shot, that was actually pretty solid. Like it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, if a lesson lasts an hour, those first 5-10 minutes of warming up.
Yeah. I just observe, but I don't usually coach those first five minutes or whatever. I always wait till they tell me they're loose and raring to go.
Yeah.
All right, so just throw a few more. All right. Make a little move. See what we got.
Two things that I observe as a coach. Number one is I try to look for what level of bowler we're working with. If somebody comes in and tells me, hey, it's my first time bowling, it's going to be a lot different look of a lesson than if somebody's got years into the game, right? Couple cool things here. Ed just bowled his highest series ever not too long ago. Shot 771. Is that right?
All right. Yes, sir.
Did you have any mismakeables in that set?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
That's the worst, because you're always like, I'd be replaying that again, man. If I made that one spare.
The what if? What could be?
The what if, yeah. That's the...
Two of them for sure on the 278 game. The first frame was open. So,
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Great bounce back, though.
We're on the run.
The second thing that I tend to notice, and Eric, I'm not sure if you deal with this much, but sometimes it feels like the lesson or that the person being coached is trying to almost impress the coach.
Absolutely.
And I actually argue it should be the other way around. Like, I want you to come in on a bad day. Come in not throwing it good, because then we can help you along faster.
So I think maybe on maybe the opposite side of the coin in that, for what I'm always looking for is I don't want them to, like you said, not impress me. I'm trying to impress them, or I always try to, my biggest thing is if it doesn't make sense to you, then it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
Right? The goal is for the student to understand what we're trying to accomplish, not just me.
Absolutely. There's got to be some sort of connection there too.
And I'm sure you've experienced this as well, is one of the things that I think is most important is not exactly what we say, but how we say it.
Absolutely,
right?
And that's why we have so many different types of coaches here at Turbo, really.
Right.
That way we can explain the same thing 4 ways if need be, and it'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Cool.
I'm gonna get it.
Edgar, you getting warmed up?
Yeah, I feel pretty warm.
Do you want to give
You
me?
look pretty warm, bro.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So should I throw another one or?
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
We're gonna get some video here still.
All right, I'm good.
Edgar, what have you been working on lately?
So I probably can't see it here, but trying to a little bit stay more on balance a little bit. And then this arm, I figured out that like I was throwing it back too early, and it was like making me pull inside sometimes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to keep this out longer, keep my shoulder open a little bit longer.
All right.
Yep.
I like it. A lot of cause and effect in bowling, as you know. I mean, every result has a reason for it.
Man, don't
Like
run
those
those.
pesky 10 pins.
Oh yeah, I'm not shooting
They'll
at
get
that.
you. Yeah, after shooting 771, I wouldn't shoot at a 10 pin either.
Nah, I'm good. You know how many shots only got one 10 pin in the whole set?
Oh,
Wow,
listen,
that's-
don't talk to me about 10 pins. I had 377
He was
of
the
them
leader of them.
this
He was-
tour season. Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes we tend to have a guest. Her name is Gabby. She chases bowling balls around. Gab's ready. Give the camera to you. You want to chase the ball? All right, we'll give you one. We'll give you one.
She's like, what is going on? She's like, I'm gonna be famous.
You guys don't want to know how to practice focus. This is how.
Right? She's gone.
Get it, Gab.
She's ready.
Good job. Come on, Gabby. Come on. Let's go.
She's like, good luck.
She's like, I got one. Come on. That was it.
Come on, Gabby. All right, one more. Let's see. I'll tell you what, I'm lined
I'm
up.
gonna tell you, buddy.
Say it.
Eric, what do you got for me?
Didn't leave any 10 pins.
What do you got for me? Yeah.
Come on, Gabby. Let's go. Come on.
Bye,
Come
Gabby.
on.
Gotta go. Come on, Gabby.
Gabby.
Oh, she's not.
She's like, nope. She's like, I didn't get to do this at all today, Dad.
So I'll give you the belly. Hold on. I'm cute. Wait a minute.
That's what she does. She goes to go for
I love
relaxes.
Bye-bye.
Hey, say goodbye. Goodbye.
That's funny. I love it.
All right.
Cool.
Hey, how's your focus? You
Oh.
back?
Yeah. Good, baby. Here we go.
Get some built-in distractions here.
Yeah.
Talk about crowd noise and
Oh, yeah. That's nothing.
Exactly.
2 dogs. That'll be all right.
I'll tell you what, I watched your bowl. I mean, the first lesson with me was about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much
I-
better.
I think that's a compliment.
No, it was. So we worked. How long ago did we work? Like a
There's
month and a half
story.
ago.
Yeah, a couple months.
Fun quick story about Edgar. On that lesson sheet that day, I had about 6 lessons in a row. And so when I don't have somebody I know, I'm like, all right, so we have a new person today, right? And so, like, I wonder who Edgar is, right? I'm like, please don't take this wrong way. When
Yeah.
I think of the name Edgar, I might have thought of somebody old.
Yeah.
I had this image in my brain of what you might look like. You walk through the door and you're like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, sounds good. I gotta use my phone. I Google ex-NFL players named Edgar. And I realized that he did not play in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I did have to take a little game.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
love it.
But yeah, come a long
Working
way,
towards. We're working towards, baby. You know, to get mistaken. Good job.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right.
All right, so at this point of the lesson, you know, Eric's got some videos. We're most likely going to analyze something, right? We're going to kind of speed through the process a little bit.
Yep.
But generally speaking, at this point is when we're going to take some time together, view the video, right and wrong. The worst thing about this part of it is that many people take when me and Eric or Magdalene or Perry, where we're saying like, hey, we might have a little something here, they tend to go to the negative side of it, right? They're like, oh my God, I do have a lot of things wrong. I got a lot of things to fix. And then our mind starts racing 100 miles a minute. What we try to do as coaches is to say, hey, if we can get this one thing working in the right direction, it tends to branch out, right?
Yep.
An example for me personally is like my spine tilt. My spine tilt's off. Unfortunately, I do 6 things poorly. When my spine tilt's going well, I do those 6 things fairly well, right? He's probably going to find an example for you when going over the video that's pretty similar.
All right. So the first thing we always do is I like to get a video from the back. All right. Let me take a look. 2. So I know when we talked last time in our last lesson, we talked about letting the ball get to the top of the swing a little bit. Right? Remember we talked about not pulling it so hard?
Yep.
So that's 100 times better than what it was. But what I would like to see us work on is just getting this right here and being a little softer and not hoisting it. You know, one of your greatest strengths is how strong you are.
Ed, you're strong.
Yeah, I know, right? It's very shocking.
All right.
But what I would like to see us do is just let the ball just kind of get up there and let our body kind of go down and lean forward instead of being so tall and then trying to be so strong and let the ball get this way.
Okay.
Okay? Remember we talked about that a little bit?
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm definitely working on it. It's something that takes some time, but like it is better because I couldn't feel my arm before.
Remember last time we were working, it was kind of going out here and it was going way out here like this. This is immensely better. It's complete. You don't even look like the same bowler in a good way.
Yeah, no, but I actually can feel the ball now, which is good. All right. That was actually kind of cool.
So, one of the things that I always when we're working on something, it's new, so it's going to feel different.
Yeah.
It's not always going to feel normal, right? Because we're doing something new. So our body, the first couple times, I don't really. It's kind of like we're warming up. I don't count them because we're trying to get something new.
100%.
That might have been a little too loose.
Yeah. See, you feel that, right? So feel versus real in sports is so difficult. We talk about it all the time. So if you're trying to change your swing by, let's say, 6 inches, the feel is going to be 24, right? It's generally 4 times-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
When somebody's trying to feel the weight of the ball in the swing, or grip pressure. Grip pressure is a great one as an example. One of the first things I always look at with lessons, fit, right?
Yep.
With you, we don't have to. We've already been through those routes. But that is probably one of the first things we look at.
Absolutely.
When it comes to before somebody throws a bowling ball here at turbos, how's your fit? Can you hold on to the ball comfortably? Things of that nature. As you've gotten better at bowling, what's happened to your grip pressure? It's gotten less and less. Yeah. What's allowed you to swing the ball freer, but less grip pressure. Yeah. When you're squeezing onto something as hard as you'd be able to, because you do look fairly strong.
Yeah, no,
I think that
he could throw us down the lane.
Okay. God, I lost my train of thought. However, what I'm trying to get at is that your grip pressure, as you've gotten better, has gone down. And so why your rev rate's gone up is what? You're allowing the body to do what it wants to naturally, to roll a ball off your hand. Mm-hmm. So feel versus real and throwing versus rolling. Those are two big conundrums, I guess is the word I might use in bowling. Is like you feel like you're rolling the ball off your hand, but if the reality is you're throwing it off the hand, how much you have to feel yourself rolling it for it to actually happen. Making sense?
No.
And so where you've come the longest way for me personally watching is that you used to throw the ball down the lane. Yeah. That thing was like a pumpkin you were trying to smash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're no longer. Yeah, you're treating it like a soccer ball, you're rolling on the floor. Your rev rate's doubled. What I think Eric's trying to get with you a little bit on floating it to the top is when you do something one way, it tends to happen the other way as well. Gravity takes over. And so if we're pulling it to the top, we pull it to the bottom. When we float it to the top, we float it to the bottom. When you look at most professional bowlers, many of them are described as smooth looking. For as much power as EJ Tackett makes, I mean, and it's a lot of power, it really doesn't look like he's adding that much power. Yeah. It just happens in sequence very well. And I think that's what we're working on.
Yeah, here. Efficiency of motion, right?
Efficiency of motion.
I like it. All right. So push the weights a little softer. Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah. You definitely feel like it's a little bit looser here. And I felt it and I got a little worried, so I pulled it. So
you did pull down on that a little bit.
So one of the kind of the side effects are Andrew talked about when we fix one thing, all those other things come together. So sometimes there's an unintended consequence, and usually when we get the swing freer because it's a different feel, what we have to, one of the side effects or the problems that we create is we feel like we want to pull it down because we're not used to the ball feeling that far away from us. Yeah. So Andrew just talked about feel versus real. So now we feel like the ball is so much farther away from us now. Yeah. So we just have to kind of, the next part of that is learning to let it relax and fall.
Yeah, and I'm going to add one more thing, and I'm breaking one of my own rules, because one of my rules is try not to make the person overthink, right?
Yeah.
Because we work together, I feel like you can handle it, but In a normal setting, once we work on one thing, we're kind of moving on from it. We're not adding, we're moving past.
Yeah.
Right? In this case, I'm going to add on a little bit, just because you're a little more experienced. And I want you to add on to, once you feel like that ball's floating, I want you to feel like you're sinking to the lane and using those legs.
Yep.
Because for somebody as your size, you do finish very tall,
Yep.
right? I want to see when you get to that finish line, you get down there, use the legs as force, push off the right foot, and use that as power, not your arm to pull.
Yep. Let the body go forward instead of the swing.
All right.
So I'd like to see you finish like about 6 to 12 inches lower.
Yep.
All right. No, I never thought about that part for sure. So, all right.
That was not bad. That was pretty good. See how much more the ball hooked?
Yeah, and so product of good bowling shots, right? So we do use Specto here. We're going to talk about the numbers and not show you guys too much, but his rev rate went up approximately 20 on that specific shot. And the reason why is a couple things we call thumb timing in general, but also leverage. The amount of leverage you created on that shot was so much more than any other shot we've seen. When you got to the bottom, your speed did not change. I mean, it went down maybe a touch.
Yeah.
But the amount of hand and rev rate and roll you created just exponentially jumped.
And how much easier or less effort did you feel there?
That was way less effort.
Okay, so we created more power with less effort.
Using the bigger muscles.
Yep.
That's wild.
That's what we're looking for. At least that's what we're always looking for, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's see that. Let's see if we can do that again, but better.
Okay.
So pretty solid. What was the difference there? Do you know?
Different?
Yeah, what felt different?
I felt like I was more stable. I feel like at the line, and it was a little bit more natural feeling than like just trying to jump into it. So
I would argue that shot was even better because now that you had that one shot under your belt of feeling what the legs should feel like getting lower, the second one, not only did you do that again, but you actually let the ball momentum take over too. That was a whole mile an hour faster without you even trying.
I thought that was a much better shot as well.
That was 18 miles an hour. The one before was 17.01.
okay.
And that was with you not feeling anything different, but just using your legs better. The swing got longer, and then you use your legs from there.
You know, it was wild. I've always thought about like using your legs more, but I was like, I never feel my legs. Just the same way I didn't feel the ball before. So that one, I actually did feel my legs. I was like in a pistol squat.
Yeah, and what's so crazy about that is I think that's like 25% of your potential of using your legs properly.
Oh yeah.
That, I mean, think about anything. I'm turning into a golfer. I'm not very good, but I'm turning into it. I'm probably 80% arms, 20% body.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't hit it very far. But as I've gotten better at golf, guess what? It's become 70% arms, 30% body. It's starting to get faster. Same thing in bowling. The speed is generated from the feet, how fast they move, and the weight of the ball taking over. When you started bowling, you're like, okay, I got to throw this ball hard down the lane and try to roll it at the same time. Good luck. Now, if we let our legs take over, use that for speed, but then only use our hand to create ball roll, that's where you really take that next step in becoming a really good bowler.
All right.
Would you agree?
100%.
All right. I like that. See if we can get more legs.
Yep.
Got a mitt full there.
What do you think?
Yeah, that was like, I can't believe it made it back because it felt real effortless, but it floated down there, so I still had the speed. It made it back higher than I thought. Yeah.
I didn't have any doubt that it was going to hook back.
Yeah, there's no
you let it
doubt
go.
here.
You let it go, and what did I say?
Yeah.
I said you got a mitt full.
Yeah.
Your hand just like your hand just accelerated through it in such a good way.
Yeah, and what we tend to preach a lot here is overdoing the feel. And so let's say like we have a younger person learning how to bowl, and they only throw it 12 miles an hour right now. Yeah. I don't ask them to throw it 12.5. I say, show me 118. Right? Get past the hump. Go over the hump. And that's what I want you to do on these next couple shots is use your legs too much for once. Throw a shot where I have to be like, no, actually that's...
Yeah.
You can stay a little taller than that.
Okay.
Because that was better. But I think we can do even better because that one you got your upper body involved a little bit.
Okay.
And that's why the speed came down slightly.
It did.
I want you to get those legs moving, use them, and let that thing feel like a slingshot.
Yep.
All right, so like I should be sliding into it. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
Like,
Use the energy that you create to launch the ball.
all right, this could get scary. All right.
Stay low, stay low, stay low. Okay, so did that feel like you did that much more?
I mean, it felt like I was down lower for sure, but
Okay.
it definitely felt like I put
That
my
was
power
your
on.
hardest shots now by, that was another mile-and-a-half hour. That was 18.36, okay? And again, I think Eric would attest. You still aren't doing it just yet.
No,
Like that one, you use your legs better, and then from the top, you pulled a little bit.
I felt like I was, I felt like I ran out of time, but I didn't. It
Oh,
was
no.
my mind.
nope.
No, yeah, that was feel versus real, my man.
Yep.
True that. All right.
Let's overdo one.
Yep.
Overcook it.
Overcook it. I'm gonna move left.
No, we're gonna crank it.
Oh, all right.
Stay low. Stay low. Okay, so why'd that one get slower?
I definitely pulled that one down. Like I
There
was
we
like,
go.
Absolutely, you felt it though.
felt it. I'm like, all right, go, 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 and I was like, all right, I gotta give it to him. So,
Okay.
And so, when we talk about product, sorry, I know I'm talking over you a little bit, Eric, there, but product of something that happened early in the swing, what really happened there is you pulled that one to the top.
Yep.
So you use your legs awesome, but once you pull it to the top, what's our arm going to be
I gotta pull it
trained to
back.
do? Gonna pull it right back.
All right.
So back to his original thought with you, soften up that push away,
Yep.
and then let the legs take over.
Yep.
all right.
Close.
That was better. That was closer.
I was felt closer.
You hammered on it.
I definitely.
You can see
Because
you can see was that
it was a little slower.
yeah
It was a touch slower. But I think that you're getting the idea.
yeah
100%.
okay. Remember, just be softer with it. Let it get to the top. Don't try to make it get there.
Couple things, like when you go get a lesson, don't feel like you have to rapid fire. You know, like obviously we've worked with Ed before. We understand like what we're looking for, what he's looking for. But anytime you go to a lesson for the first time, you don't need to throw 60 shots in 60 minutes. It's not the strike derby, right? It's quality over quantity. Get some really good shots in. If you only throw 20 shots in a whole hour, that's okay, as long as you're practicing and working on the right things. And as you can see, like, we dive deep. Eric and I, each shot Ed throws, we try to get him to feel the correct things. That way, the more often he feels it correctly, the more often it's actually going to happen.
And so when you're saying not so bent over?
No, just don't let the arm hoist it to the top. I
Okay.
feel like when it's passing, let this kind of get here a little bit and let it get there instead of trying to let the arm take it this way.
Yeah, and this is a perfect example of where we might say things, the same thing a couple
It's
different
just
ways.
different. It's just different verbiage, right?
100%. And I think that you should try to feel like you walk past the ball a little
Yep,
bit.
absolutely.
So like your ball, like the ball's in front of you, when you drop into the swing, your ball stays there, your body walks
Yep,
past it.
absolutely.
And
That-
then gravity takes the ball back.
Yep, that's just different verbiage,
Exactly.
right?
One of them's bound to work. Hopefully.
Well,
We
no,
hope.
that's it's.
There we go.
Whoa.
That's okay. That was the loosest swing you've
That
ever
was
seen.
that was yeah. That swing was like
That was long.
It
that was
looked, that
loose.
looked like a. I mean, that looked so much longer.
Yeah.
Like
and you know what? I love this. I love this so much because people in the video are like, we're making Ed worse here. We're making Ed worse. But what we're doing, in fact, is like there's nobody on this planet that can do something right the first time. I don't care. I mean, I've bowled so much in my life. When I work with Eric, when I work with Mike, Perry, anybody, there's no chance. Like that feel that you had is so abnormal, so different that it's going to take some time. What we try to do is like we loved what we saw there because you got the start really well. Now from here is we have to take that feel into better shots. Like that's really what we're working towards.
absolutely, and I think one of the things that I always try to preface a lesson is not a magic. It's not a magic fix, right? I mean, Edgar, the first time we worked for an hour, right? Was it like the end all be all, or is that where? No, I think I'm always trying to give my students or my athletes the tools to go out and apply it.
Yeah.
I always treat it as like driver's training. You got to go put in the hours with the skills, right? We have to show you the skills, and then you have to go take them and apply them.
100%.
Yeah, and to your point, 100%. After our last lesson, it was more about like I shouldn't be trying to force the ball to like hit it or whatever. I should just roll off naturally, and the arm swing being looser like I worked on those for hours to get to the point that I am now.
Yeah.
Like, even
Right.
way better.
That's-
so.
And look how much better it is. And the whole saying, you get low words before you get better. 2 steps back, 5 steps forward, all those things. It's so true in bowling.
Absolutely.
So true.
Yeah.
And in golf, trust me, I'm 9 steps backwards.
So,
But I expect 10 steps forward soon.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's throw a good
Gonna be
one, buddy.
loose, and I'm about to strike. Here we go.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, buddy. Look at that one peel off it.
Trying to tell you. Let's go.
All right. Well, you had one of the smallest insights into a lesson here at Turbo. I mean, these things normally take about 45 minutes longer. We dive a little deeper. I think that we do such a great job. We've had so many success stories. And, you know, I am a big believer that you should be coached by multiple people. Different voices are important. Like, if you come to Turbo, we actually don't mind you going out to see somebody else as well. Because if they can explain the same thing differently and it hit a little better, we're all about it. Eric?
No, I agree. I mean, I think it's not always what is said, but how it's said it. I mean, I think you and I have given multiple people lessons, and the message is the same, just the voice is a little different, and I think that's important.
Absolutely. And, you know, Edgar, we love him to death here. Man, what a good time. But I think that you can tell his work ethic is really second to none. You're out there practicing, posting on TikTok. I mean, I see him all, I'm following it all. And for him to have a 770, what was your high set before that?
702.
702 to 771. That is crazy. And you know what the next step is, right?
800, baby.
Yeah, there it is.
Absolutely.
There it
I
is.
expect a text or a call any day now that you can shoot 800.
And that's so cool. And you can see, like, we had some bad ones here, we had some good ones here, but it's all a work in progress. And when you leave the lesson, like Eric said, it's not supposed to be the end all be all. It's not a magic 8 ball. It's a starting point. And we hope that you take it the same way. Make sure to go out and get coached. Make sure your ball fits good. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.